Hello Aquarius, thank you very much for tuning into your May 2016 reading with me, Lorien. I'm doing you guys first because I didn't do your April reading. I'm so sorry. As you may know, I was in hospital for the majority of April, so I'm really sorry. So I thought I'd make it up to you by doing you first and seeing what the energies are coming through for you. For those of you who are new to the channel, hello. I'm not going to put the camera on myself because you don't want to see that. It's still post-hospital. And to those of you who are coming back, welcome back. Thank you very much for your continued support. So this is my altar. This is where I do a lot of my magical workings and also where I meditate. So if you have bought a reading from me or if you will buy a reading from me, this is where I center myself. I meditate on your question for about maybe 20 minutes, and then I work into your tarot and see what's coming up for you. It's my most sacred space in my house, and it's small and it's cramped, this little corner here, but it's fine. And yeah, so I thought I'd bring all the videos here. For those of you who may be wondering, this is fluorite. It's a healing stone, which I really need. It's carnelian, which is going to help heal where I had my operation, which is the solar plexus chakra. This is celestite with angels, and this is pyrite. And this little guy is a gift from a friend of mine in New Zealand. And I was just moving a box and he flew out onto my altar, and it's like, okay, well, clearly you want to be there. And snakes are all about regeneration anyway, so I'm really happy that he's there. And I think he's my star sign if it was supposed to be Native American or something like that. I think he's my star sign, so I'm keeping him there. Right, so this month we have the Earth Magic Oracle deck for the information, and then we have the Rider-Waite. I love this deck now. I never used to, but I really do love it now. So I'll move you away just for a second. This gives the most accurate readings for me, and everybody else is just ridiculous. Okay, I didn't learn with these, you see. I learnt with a different one, Gilded Tarot, and I could never connect with these, but now I just, maybe it's because my skills are a little bit more advanced, I don't know. I'm rambling, I know, but let's have a look and see what comes through. Oh, if you want a personal reading with me, all the information is down below. If you would also want to connect with me on Twitter, Facebook, anywhere else, feel free to do so. Those links are down there too. And yeah, let's see what's coming through for you, Aquarius. Is that right? See, they're torn between me doing another shuffle and having this one. I think I'm going to do another shuffle. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Alright, now so what's your overall message? Alright, what you wanted to come out. Okay. So you've got the Emperor, the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Pentacles. And we also have the Stone People with Vigilance. I'm just going to see what messages, you know, the universe and intuition guides want to give through me to you. These two, alright, so these two are connected in some way, the Emperor and the Hierophant. Okay, Aquarius, you are going to be bored. You are going to be so bored by something. It's almost like something's just disillusioned you completely. And I'm really sad about that because I love my Aquariuses, and a lot of my favourite people are Aquarius, and I don't know why you're being disappointed. Okay, so it's not all bad because they seem to say there is spiritual growth here. There's a lot of understanding beneath all this trial and error. This person normally Well, he can come in many shapes and forms, but to be honest, I feel like this guy, I do get a masculine energy from him. I feel like this guy is just going to be throwing the weight around a little bit. He's got this grumpy Merlin look about him. I mean, I love Merlin, but the faces keep changing every time I do readings. So this time he's grumpy, and he's very much, he's got the stones in the background, which relates to the stone people. You may be coming up against some unmovable stubbornness this month, and you may feel like you're banging your head against a brick wall, but there is something that you can do. I think if you, this person prizes logic, this person prizes, that over emotion very down the line. And I feel that if you can discuss, let's say, your point with him and present your point with him in the same manner as logic, you will win, and he will become your strongest ally. I don't know who this is for. I don't know in what. It could be financial, it could even be romance or dealings with work or something. But there is somebody who he's just somebody who holds the key to something or holds a lot of power. You may want a little bit of the power for yourself, or you need it. But it is going to be boring for you, because it seems like you're just kind of going through the same arguments over and over and over again, and you can't really get your point across, or there's something there. And this is where you're kind of like, look, I'm at my wit's end, stuff off. But this is the universe giving you a little bit of a, come on. I know these 3 times didn't work out before. I know your energy's down, but please trust us. And I think that's what's really coming through for you in that way. I think this is where it's going to... Sorry, I've just realised that my little candle's not been lit. But yeah, I think there's going to be something here where you're just going to be feeling like you don't want to accept the universe's help in a way. And it's kind of like, you've not helped me before, why should I help you this time? This, I think, is the opening of like a gateway of these are connected, and I think he could be the leader of this embodiment, this conglomerate, this thing that we want to get involved in. It can be somebody literally just going, if it's not, basically, as I always say, you are the rebels of the zodiac. This person or this thing, this traditional emblem does not tolerate rebellion. It's kind of like, it doesn't have different views. It doesn't really want different views. But I can also see the spiritual enlightenment coming through here, that you can change this person's mind, or you can alter it. It's almost like if your parents were very, very religious and you brought somebody home from a different religion, they would hit the roof. You know what I mean? It's that kind of feeling that maybe through introduction of this other ideas, it will gradually change its mind, and they will see that, it's not just one religion for everybody. That doesn't work that way. And you're going to help bring that down. I mean, I think that's why you're like, I don't want to accept this responsibility. I don't want to accept this. But you have to in order to get here. And you've got a complex month for May, Aquarius, really. And this one here, it's worth it. The rewards are going to be worth it. You may not have everything you wanted, but you've certainly done well near it. And you are very much appreciating and reaping the rewards of what you've sown. I think you're going to get a lot of friends. You're going to get a lot of freedom from this. You're going to feel a lot better in yourself from like accomplishments and achievements. And there does seem to be a connection here between him and that and this. This seems to be more of a barrier than the Emperor, to be honest. But it's just like there's a lot of feeling coming through this card of almost relief, and like, oh, thank God I actually did that, or just something really happy about this card. It is a relief thing. And I think what they're saying with vigilance is that you may need more than you know. You may need to trust yourself and trust the fact that you can stand up against such a high tide. You can resist the constant sway of things. I mean, what's going on with America right now? I mean, come on. You know, if you know, the world is watching sometimes and it goes, what? I mean, I have many, 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 many American friends. I'm not knocking, you know, the American people, but sometimes you question the motivations of some governments. I mean, it's happening all over the world, really. And you're like, what? And you feel like you're being swept away with a load of nonsense. I mean, it's happening in the UK right now as well. So you feel like you're being swept away with a load of nonsense. Dig your heels in. Just dig your heels in. Don't be worried about standing up to things, okay? This okay, there's something coming. It's almost like there's something around the corner for you, Aquarius. It's like you're gonna snap awake. Alright, somebody just said you may have been associating with yourself with the wrong people. You're at this stage, you're kind of actually trying to establish who you are. You're going through another phase of rediscovering who you are. It's almost like the snake again with the skin. You're finding out who you are again, and that is why you're up against these people. You're figuring out who you are. You're going through another metamorphosis change. You're creating this thing. And that's why you're going to have a trouble in, not a trouble, but kind of a barrier in May. You're going to get over that. And that's where you're going to find a little bit more of who you are. And maybe you're going to discover that who you've been hanging out with, how you've been presenting yourself, from your clothes right down to the manner in which you speak, doesn't actually fit with what your truth is. So that's why this is here. This is to redefine your truth and to show you that you may not be in that right now. So it is a good thing. It's just going to be a bit of an arse to go through. And it's just necessary. It's a necessary thing that you have to go through, but you are going to do it. You're strong, Aquarius. You are a delight, and you're not going to have any problem. I don't see any problem. It's just going to be wearing for you, and you're going to be bored with the amount of arguments that perhaps comes from this one person or this central area. The rest of your life seems to be fine, but it's just this one central area that just keeps coming up. You will have the strength, don't worry. But I really hope you let me know how things go. Take care of yourself. And again, if you'd like a personal guidance reading with me, just go to my website link below and I will get that done for you ASAP. Again, thank you for everybody who supported me on Patreon, giving me donations. It really helps support the channel. And yeah, I really missed you guys. I mean, this is my second day at home and I'm already doing tarot videos because I just cannot sit still. But yeah, thank you ever so much for your continued support. I really wish you all the best and I look forward to reading for you in June.